Yo, what is going on? Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 5:32 p.m. Weird day. I kind of did take trades on fund. They kind of didn't. So basically, you know how I spoke about I was going to be operating on now 4 fresh fundeds. What Eli made me realize is that I should like try to like Fullport this account, basically to the sense where it's like, okay, I'm either gonna get this account break even if I make 1,000 and get it back to break even, and then it'd be like resetting another account because there's two that were negative 800. So get one to break even off of $1,000 trade, and then throw that one out, activate another one, and instead of just right off the bat having four, give myself an opportunity to have five, create opportunities. Something that I need to do. So we did end up losing $212, which I'll get into those trades because they were really fucking annoying. I was right there twice. But let's go into my AM trade, which actually was an L. And the reason why I didn't take it on all my funded and what else I was looking for. So coming into the day, what did I have? What did I want to see? I obviously wanted to see all-time highs again. What are we at? We're at all-time highs. But what I've been doing mostly is just giving what order flow gives me, taking what price gives me, trading that internal structure, and allowing it to show me where price wants to deliver to, as far as the higher objective draw on liquidity, or whether it's an internal draw on liquidity, just following my checklist and the things that I want to see as far as what draw on liquidity I want to see delivered first. So coming into the day, what do we have? We have this 930 wick up here, which I can't trade because of LGLB, like the first 10 minutes. No like immediate inverse back up to the 930 wick. We had this 1 minute right here, which I don't know, it chopped up. I wasn't a fan of. Also, the one thing that I was looking at even to start the session was this 30-second, right? Because I was on pre-market just looking for a trade to take with that account again. We had ran out these pre-market and we had this 30-second, right? So look at this 30-second in here. Look at how many times it held. This 30-second held all day long. So in my mind, once this 30-second gets inversed, we have high time frame equal lows, we have midnight open, we have London low. This dumps. This is something I probably would have taken on all my fundeds, just off the sheer fact that of how long it held, and if we would have dumped off, especially right here with this SMT with the 930 wick, if we would have sold off right here, showing that NQ was a leading asset, and we got this inverse, I would have taken this on all my fundeds. Again, just because how strong it held, and breaking that would have shown that, okay, we're finally going to deliver lower. It was kind of one of those situations where the gap had been tested so many times that it being broken gave me strong conviction that we would push lower. That never happened. Then we pump up, and here's a trade I did take. Not a trade I'd ever take on funded. First of all, M and Q had already inverted this 30-second from over here. This is the one that I'm saying like how much it had gotten tested. I just took it. Wanted to go break even at the 930 wick originally, not really. But that candle took it anyways. Blah, who gives a fuck? Set my limit after this inverse. Got tagged in, and it just chopped me out, dumped, and then ultimately ran to what would have been my TP. Originally was targeting about 40 points to get $800. But once we lost to 200 on this trade, I then had to move up and target 50 points to get $1,000. Tried to find something else, but didn't really have anything primed for the rest of the session. Here is another trade I took right here at 10:30, where we just kind of retraced into here and had a really good displacing 1 minute. We just retraced into this internal range right here. Boom. Retrace, respected. Nice gap, good displacement up. It took the 1 minute opposed to the 30-second. They were, oh shit, where's it at? They pretty much were just aligned, so I'll take the higher time frame one in that instance. Didn't want to take it unless it broke above here. Went break even once it did get above here. This ran for, let's see how many dollars this ran for. I fucking hate it because I can only trade one fucking, this would have been TP if I could have traded two. I can only trade one fucking mini. This would have been TP if I could have traded two. Oh my gosh, bro, that shit's so fucking annoying. But I was risking heavy. We're just trying to make this 1,000. We had gotten up to 550. And then it shit the bed down. Looked to take, again, another continuation here had we started pumping up, but we didn't. So then I waited till PM opened up because obviously none of these others played out. Wanted to take something from down to this 15-minute or just off this 15-minute again. Just trading like a fucking degenerate. Then right here, I didn't take this trade because we never tagged that 15 really. ES never actually took all-time highs today. Oh, it finally took them AM highs. But yeah, so NQ was the leading asset. NQ is actually making new all-time highs. ES is still below its all-time high. This was my PM trade, right? Okay, let's get into it. This trade really broke my heart. I LARP this trade low key. All right. So we had this 30-second gap above. There was a 5-minute wickless candle like somewhere around here, which really was my break even point. Okay. This 5-minute wickless was my break even point. Sorry that I took so long to find it. We had just that 1 minute with good displacement. We had respected this lower. No, we didn't respect it. I'm tripping. I think we tagged in like a 15 or something. Yeah, we had tagged into the 15-minute is what it was. Started trending higher pretty decently. Ended up getting the 1 minute to invert as well as where I took my entry on the 30-second. I originally thought I was going to end up getting stopped out. This chopped around and bullshitted for a bit and then ultimately started delivering higher, which I went break even at this internal high. And again, this was one of those trades where I wish I could have risked 2 contracts, just throwing the whole account basically on it, but I couldn't. Even that one wasn't a bad risk. And this one, I was just targeting 60, just $860, and we had made 460, and it just shit the bed. And then I don't know why I faded this one. This was very dumb of me to fade. I thought about taking this lower 1 minute right here because of since we had inverted 1, and then if we had inverted the second, I felt with this continuing displacement that it would have ended up running all of these, which would have been perfect fill and would have. I just was in the gym, and yeah, I did not take this one. I was trading off my phone in the gym on both of these. Well, this one was after work while I was driving, and then this one was in the gym, so yeah. But yeah, that was today, just trying to really risk it. I honestly might just take the first 15 minutes of Asia session open and just that candle direction. Because, like, look. Where the fuck is Asia? Asia session open. 6 p.m. Damn, now I would have gone hunted. Yeah, now I would have gone fucked if I did it. I don't know. I really do not know. See, Asia session, and it would have played out. I need 50 points, bro. That's all that I need is the thing. So yeah, I'll see what I end up doing, but that was today, and that's the reason why I didn't trade my fundeds, but I did take all those trades. Yeah, just gonna see what I end up doing because I don't want to spend too much time keeping this one in the background when it could be a clean slate and new opportunity because I do have essentially 3 that are break even. But yeah, peace, love, positivity. Thank you for tuning in.